Hello, welcome to my channel, Move Beautifully with Hilda. I'm Hilda. I'm a certified movement trainer and I'm here to give you useful, practical self-care tips on movement rehabilitation, on how to have good posture every day, and how to maintain a good, healthy well-being through mind-body connection. Beautiful posture every day. Now, is that even realistic? So what comes to most people's minds is when they think about posture, they think about a ballerina. They think about how this is only available to a certain group of people, and posture, or rather the deterioration of a good posture, just comes with age. Is that right? Not quite. It doesn't matter how young or old you are. Beautiful posture is available to us every day and everybody. We just got to work at it. Yes, the word is we just got to work at it. So, unlike cosmetic surgery, beautiful posture is something that takes a lot of discipline, a lot of initiative. It is very, very active. It's not like paying somebody, go under a knife, do some tweaks, and then you're young and beautiful and full of vitality again in your looks. When it comes to posture, it's all got to do with your body, your physical well-being, okay, which in turn will affect your mental well-being, but more on that later. But your physical well-being, are they connected? Do they work intuitively? Do they have inner strength? And all this contributes to beautiful posture. So it's not just about sitting up straight. It's about, are you able to hold up your posture while you're seated so that you do not end up slumping through the day or even after a few minutes? Okay, how do you make sure you stay very erected in your spine? How do you make sure you are able to do that without stiffening up any part of your body? That is beautiful posture, and the way to get there is a journey, but it's worth it because it is life-changing. Beautiful posture or not, it really depends on how aware we are of our body. That's the first step. Okay, we need to have body awareness. We need to know how our bodies stack up, if our joints are congruent, but more on that later. If our bones are stacked up and aligned, again, more of that later. This video serves to give us all an understanding about how to see if our posture is optimal. And let's take a clearer look. I'm going to stand further back. Okay, so you can see more of my body right now. So you can look at yourself through the mirror or take a picture or a video of yourself frontal. And then let's do the mug shot thing whereby you turn around and then you see, do you have a forward head? Or do you do this, lean back? Or do you stand slightly apart and then you sway back? Okay, or do you end up sticking up your butt and standing like that? So let's look at yourself in all angles. First, this way, followed by the back, and then to the other side, and back to the front. Take a photo of yourself or a video of yourself and look at all this, and then have a clear, honest assessment. Now, this is not about self-criticisms. This is about a very honest reflection of where we are so that we can plan on where to move forward to. And it's highly important that we be as clear to ourselves as possible, because without that objectivity, we won't be able to move forward. So beautiful posture starts with body awareness. So before we start on any exercises, I just have one disclaimer to make. That is, if you're suffering from any spinal pathology, whether it's stenosis, spondy, bulging disc, herniated disc, osteoporosis, or even herniated disc at the abdominal, though it's the front, not the back, you will still be affected by this spinal exercise. Okay, so if you are in any of those conditions, please consult your physical therapist, your physiotherapist, or your doctor before proceeding, or don't do it at all. You can consult them first to see if it's safe for you to do it. We first need to think about our spine like a snake. Okay, it's really important that it maintains its pliability, its agility, and its smoothness of motion. So our spine is not just there to hold us. What's really important is we need to think about each vertebra in between, because in between each vertebra there is this spongy liquidy bit, okay, that actually helps to keep the spine fluid. And our spine is not just stacks of bones together. The spongy bit in between is what will facilitate the motion of the spine, helping it to be agile, helping it to be helpful to us in facilitating our movement. So let's start with a spinal motion here. Now we're going to stand sideways, okay? And I'm standing sideways, and you should too if you're recording yourself doing this, because you need to look at where the spine is going. It's really important that we actually start to do this, curling the spine or flexing the spine, because as we do that, there is space in between each vertebra, and basically we open up the back of our spine. It's logical, right? And then after that, we are going to do this, which is we will close the area in between each vertebra of our spine here. And then we are going to open the back and close the back. And again, we're going to open the back and close the back. Okay, now what happens is when we open the back, we are actually decompressing the spine, and when we close, we are compressing. Our spine needs to go through this motion, compression and decompression. Now, another thing to note is while we do this, we open up the back of our spine, but we also close the anterior body, i.e. the ribs in front. Okay, so they are both reciprocal. And again, it's really important that our body move as a whole and maintain this reciprocal motion relationship. So opening the back, closing the front, and opening the front and closing the back, or decompressing the back to compress the front, and compressing the back to decompress the front again. So this movement here will ensure that our spine, or the fluid, okay, in between each vertebra keeps hydrated. It goes through what it needs, that little pumping motion of compression and decompression, helping us to keep our spine agile, pliable, and very happy. So this way we won't have any stiffness in our body. So why don't you try that at home with music or without, and you can do it fast, you can do it slow. You can do it slow like this in a very Zen-like feel, or you can do it fast. For a start, I strongly suggest we start slow. So let me know in the comment section below how you find this exercise. If you have any suggestion, any feedback, do let me know. And yeah, so see you in the next video, and I will share another useful, helpful self-care tip.